Respite is god tier.
I could see BBQ actually picking the Galio themselves to try to combo it with the Kindred.
Yeah.
I wonder if because of the Nocturne and Kindred both really working with the Galio well, we'll see a Galio contested here. Well, in the first round, maybe we're all initiating, Atlas.
Yeah, maybe it's going to be just Ashe, Tahm, Kench locked in here for MVP. If this is the pick that they're looking at. Of course, we do know that Pilot does like to go towards 80 carries. This will be a new one on the season. And Ashe is going to be locked in. Bit of an LPL flavor pick here if they do go for the Tahm Kench towards the bottom side of the map as well. Gragas being considered probably for ADD, but I guess could go into the hands of Max because Max plays basically everything.
Yeah, there's a lot more support Gragas scrim before the latest Gragas buff, and then of course the top lane Gragas come out. Does sound like an AD champion. He's been playing it in solo queue, but it's a flex pick. So you'll take a flex pick and another initiator. We're all going in. Gragas versus Kindred, compositionally very strong for the ability to knock people out of the Lamb's Respite as well.
And could this potentially be MVP flirting with mid lane Nocturne, Papa Smithy?
You know, they are the sort of team that would consider it. Probably not the support Nocturne, which usually is Max going full mad scientist, so yes.
It doesn't seem great as a support option. Does have a Terrify. I guess he likes Fiddlesticks.
But in mid lane, you can kind of think of him similar to Talon of just take a smite and kill those Raptors real.
You know who they're up against at the moment. Max has some crazy ideas. The Freljordian bottom lane used to be a big favorite, and the Braum is going to be locked away. And now Ignar has to hover a few weird things before he decides what BBQ's composition is going to mean.
Completely facetious, but Alistair and Blitzcrank were a duo lane in Korea many moons ago.
The Blitzstar.
The Blitzstar played in Champions Spring and Champions Summer 2012. They need to decide what to do with the Vladimir. It seems like it's going to be in the marksman mode. No, they changed their mind. Now, this could also be a Lucian mid lane. That was a pick into Galio once upon a time. We'll wait and see what the lane assignment is here. If you're thinking about win rates, the only Vladimir that BBQ have won with has been mid lane on Tempt. Will it be the Vladimir mid lane or the Lucian mid lane? My first thought is maybe Lucian.
Well, at the moment, Tempt is holding on to it. They've got until 20 seconds before that one is going to be confirmed, though. MVP will be heading ADD towards the top side of the map. Felt like a bit of a nullifying matchup between the Gragas and the Mundo in our last series. We'll see whether ADD is going to be able to get anything else done up against Crazy, a very different Mundo than that is wielded. But they're going to come in, and Bono once again finds another target. Yondu is turning around for it as now the fight might be on. Stun lands onto Ignar as Yondu, the only one down here with a flash, but it doesn't matter. He doesn't. Oh no, he does use it, but he's still going to go down nonetheless. Now Bono is going to get punished. Pilot looks for the last auto, but they give it to ADD. That was definitely on purpose. It's now Ian looking for more in the mid lane up. Well, Bono was wasting a little bit of time down here, but it's going to be the Rift Scuttler going over to MVP. Max out here at the right time. A little bit of a scuffle going on as the culling does come down. Ultimate is going to be invested, gets the smoke. Oh, Ignar with the engage. It's beautiful. Yondu's going to die, and Ian puts himself in the way of everyone. We'll have to flash to get out. The collapse was real nice from BBQ.
Really decisive play from Ignar. They damage calculate through the hero's entrance super well. BBQ Oliver's best early game we've seen from them all season, and now they're hunting for Ashe.
Yep, getting even more. The teleport is going to come in as Ignar says, well, I guess I'm going to have to use my ultimate to get the hell out of the way of this one. Max coming down means that Bono dances of arrows. Going to get him out of the way.
To stop the turret going down, which relieves pressure from the Nocturne, who's still here.
Yeah, Hepa does come in as Ghost looking for more. Doesn't have the Emo Plaguers. There's Paranoia. Lamb's Respite is going to keep them alive as Max doesn't get in there. But the Thunderdome looks like it's being created by MVP. And they grab 2 quick kills.
Ian was there at the right time, able to control a lot of space. Hero's entrance in a great spot. He's going to get the turret as well. It's the first good piece of momentum to the side of MVP. BBQ not able to actually find anything, despite MVP's play being so straightforward.
And this is one of the times where we get to talk about the Lucian nerf that a lot of people don't talk about, which is the nerf to down. And that was after the teleport from Ian to get himself in there. Big 2-man taunt, but Ghost is able to move himself out of the way, and they haven't taken significant damage yet. Max moves his way forward. ADD creates some chaos as, oh my god, the 1-2 punch from the Freljordian duo is going to take down the cow. But that's it, and the Dragon is going to, importantly, go to BBQ.
Let's go back to mid lane. They want to take down this mid lane turret just as 20 minutes is going to crest. No Baron start here, of course, from MVP this early. I believe Ignar's ult had just timed out, so the base damage from the level 2 Ashe ultimate enough to assassinate him.
Yeah.
They walk up here, no damage done earlier because of the matchup.
Oh, Bono does still have Lamb's Respite available as well, as Ian was threatening with that flash taunt. Culling gonna fly in there as Max stand behind me, doesn't give him a lot of room to move. Thankfully, the volley is important, but Ignar, he's booking it. Max is going to get caught out first. The Hemo plate goes down. Ian wants to find more, but he's now trapped himself inside the Lamb's Respite. Yondu gets in there as well. Good God. The Gragas is doing work. Pilot able to snipe off a couple, and there are no more tanky members left. Ignar has to run for the hills, and Tempter's They do understand the threat now, as he's on vision, but who really cares? He has moved himself over, though. Hero's entrance comes down and finally will go in. There's the Lamb's Respite. Now the fight is going to break out. Can MVP actually find it this time? Hemo Plague! The explosion is enough to get a GA, but not too much more as Pilot. Decent position now on the back line. Remember, does have that Executioner's calling. So far, it's a 1-for-1 for Vladimir for the Galio.
Cask Atlas. ADD did not use it in that fight. Wonder if there could be a Drinker. Storm is gathering, as you might expect, going for Ashe in a scenario like this. And I agree. Basically, for Pilot, if his flash is up, he's going to be flashing away after a Hemo play.
Big teleport flank from Ignar. Yeah, Ghost is going to get in there, but immediately has to cleanse out of the way of the Ashe Arrow. In goes Ignar, but Hero's entrance comes down as well. It's a big knock-up in the Lamb's Respite, and Ian does find a pretty decent taunt, but it's all about Ghost in the backline. Bono is going to die. Pilot, thankfully, is still alive for MVP, but Ian is taken down. Now Tempt going to move forward. Ghost still alive with a lot of damage. Despite the fact that Pilot survived, the rest of MVP not so lucky.
And this is not about execution, it was timings, Atlas. They were so far up the lane that even though Pilot played the fight perfectly, the rest of his teammates were split away from him, and he couldn't do damage on the enemy front line. They were just zoned away the entire time. This will be a second Baron over to BBQ.
Another free one, and now a Baron on top of a 5,000 gold lead. You expect that power play to equal more than just over 2K. BBQ might be able to find their first victory here today, setting them
50-50, who knows? As mid lane, they're trying it all in.
Yep, they're going for it, as Hero's entrance is just going to mean that Ignar is on his own. Big knock-up comes down as well, as ADD can go for the disengage. The door blocks. 1 billion damage from the culling is now crazy. He's going to get booped back. Temp trying to offer damage, but that is one pick. And it's safe. Well, they're going to find him. He's going to get taunted as well. Ghost actually taking a lot of damage. Sanguine Pool is down as in goes Yondu. The damage is going to be done. Does at least have a stopwatch to buy some time and flashes to get his way out. But that's a whole lot of buttons that are now on cooldown. The ultimate flies forward. The Ashe Arrow is going to land. Special delivery Lucian is going to be picked up by MVP. And now the taunt's going to fly forward. Crazy. The next target, Pilot with the autos, will be able to take down the Mondo. Gets stunned up there as well as the Vladimir completely out of position as AD corrals him towards the bottom side. And this could just be the Elder Drake. MVP, they say they don't want any more kills. They want a big old dragon to break open the spirits and the base of BBQ.
BBQ did not have anyone moving up as go the cask up. Just poking for now.
Yep, Crazy going to take a fair bit of damage. They use a lot of their CC on us. There's the party cask in the backline, but it means that the Mondo is just straight up dead. I liked it a lot out of ADD. Is now Ian threatening with the taunt, had the flash, and now can do that once again with the next cooldown. This will be top lane broken. This Baron buff, this is how you use it, BBQ. You take down multiple inhibitors, and look, you can even win the game.
Should be the close here, just waiting for it. Can there be a super play? Ghost, get in there.
What are their options? They don't have the Mondo. They do have a lot of damage with the Hemo Plague, as now Hero's entrance is going to come down. The turrets are being the focus is Pilot. He wants to demonstrate that he can just straight up win the game by himself. Does a whole bunch of damage, but it's the Galio that gets the kill credit, and the Nexus goes down. MVP, against all odds, win the game.
MVP showed the grit and determination you need in a game like this to stick around. They got a lot of invitations from BBQ. BBQ unable to close the game, just not in a position to fall back to previous games because they haven't been sieging to close the game.